Hi, beautiful besties. This is Tricia Heals, your psychic bestie, and you're listening to your Psychic Bestie Hotline. I felt so much love since posting episode 1 on 11/11, and I wish I could just hug every person that reached out to me, that listened, everyone that is supporting this new journey. Thank you so much, and I'm so happy that you're here. This might sound cheesy right off the bat, but I feel like saying buckle up and let's start episode number 2. I'm so happy you're all along for the ride with me. Since recording the last episode, I swear the holidays just popped out of nowhere. My town is starting to look festive, and there's the lights with decorations up. I love that even if it's really dark out early, every time I drive around my neighborhood, I can tell which houses just put up their lights. And it's so exciting. It just makes you look back to when you were a little kid and the magic of the holidays. I just pulled an oracle card, and the message coming through right away is that you are in the right direction. You might be questioning right now in your life, am I doing enough? Am I happy? But what the universe wants you to know is just by even clicking on this podcast and being intrigued, you are ready to take the next steps to level up in your life. You might be wondering, how can I level up? Maybe every day just feels the same. You're going to the same job, you're surrounded by the same people. But don't worry, because today I'll be talking all about the numbers 222. The numbers 222 always represent to me that you have to open your heart and trust the journey you're on. The universe and your angels want me to acknowledge that some of you listening to this might be feeling disappointed and sad that you think others might be luckier than you, or you compare yourself on social media. A lot of you are in a phase right now of your life where you're looking at a lot of other people and saying, why am I not happy like them? Maybe a lot of people are posting things on social media like starting families or getting a new job, and you're just feeling a little bit stuck. But that's okay. Everyone is meant to go through these life lessons. We come onto earth with a purpose of learning, and our soul is here for school. I don't know how many times I can say that, but just know that there's no way you can rush the timeline. Everything is meant to happen so that you can become the best version of yourself. A perfect example of this is that when you're driving and you're rushing somewhere, the GPS will say a time and maybe you can shave off a minute, but there's no way you can get somewhere 30 minutes earlier than the time on your GPS. Now take that and compare it to your life. Of course, there's ways that you can jump ahead and maybe reroute to get there earlier. Like, for example, with college, if you take summer classes, you can maybe graduate a semester early. You can't graduate 4 years early because you took a summer class. Just like on the GPS, if it says it will take 30 minutes, you will definitely get there right around the 30 minutes. There's no rushing it, and you can't fly past your entire route. You can't just skip ahead, which it kind of sounds nice, but then that wouldn't be the reason why you came to Earth. You don't want to just skip through things. Definitely try and be in the moment, because that's what your angels are coming through saying. That they don't want you to be sad. They want you to dream and imagine and just see beautiful things. And that leads me to how you felt when you were little. Little kids can play easily. They make up things and create. Try to just this week channel your inner child. Try to imagine and play. I remember during COVID, adults started buying coloring books, but really, that's just something in us that we used to do when we were little. You can color and create and mess up words on the paper, and no one would judge you. People would smile and be so happy. That actually leads me to a really cool story I had this week. I was sitting in an environment where people were gossiping. I was just sitting by myself, and there was a lot of background noise and negativity in the room. The old me would have gotten very upset. I would have had the negativity sticking to me. The energy would have brought me down. But instead, I had a piece of paper and a pen, and I just started writing things I felt grateful for. It could be so simple, and it could be so big in your life. So I wrote a huge range. I remember I wrote, I'm grateful for water, which you don't even stop and realize how special it is that we have clean water. But anyway, I wrote a whole list. And while these people were gossiping in the room that I was sitting in, I wasn't even focusing on their energy. I completely detached from that energy in the room. And just by writing and connecting with the paper, feeling the positivity of all the things I love in my life and that I appreciate, it changed my day. It was so powerful. Not letting other people upset you and take control of how you feel is such a powerful tool. This is something that I wish every listener will just try and work on this week. Try to connect with your inner child, but also take back your power. Don't fight with people. Don't surround yourself with negative people that bring you down. Even if you feel like you're forced to be in a situation, just like me, I had to be in that room that day and I have to keep going back to that room. But just know I was able to take control. I was in the driver's seat. I'm picturing right now what my angels are showing me is like the windshield wipers, like bugs when they stick to your windshield. All I had to do was push a button, have the windshield wipers go, and right now my angels are even making me laugh seeing that image. But it's so true. Instead of letting them be stuck onto me and feel like that energy was a part of me, I literally just washed that right off of my window. And you can too. Just like my journey, it did take time to learn these life lessons, but you will get there. I'm just so happy that you're here. Also, I'm definitely channeling a grandma energy right now. If you're missing your grandma today, just know that your ancestors, they are so excited that you're ready for your spiritual journey to level up and find your true life's purpose, because that's why we're here, right? I'm really tuned in now. I just saw a sign that said 143, and to me that just means I love you. I for the one, L is 4 letters, and then 3 is YOU. So if you're seeing 143 a lot, just know that's your angel's way of communicating with you that they love you. They love you so much. And what was really funny this week, every time I would try to log off of my TikTok live, all of the angels that were coming to the live and just surrounding me did not want me to leave. They were so chatty at the end. And every time I would go to click off, I feel like this happens a lot. Your angels crave talking to you as well. Just know that if you are excited to see a psychic medium, I have one-on-one sessions. I know how exciting it is to book a session and have a date with your angel, but they also are so excited to talk to you. And that's probably why you found me, because they definitely had their hand in figuring out how to get you here. Our soul is just craving the happiness and the joy in every day. I'm excited for you to pick up a pen and paper, or if you're able to, you can go on your phone, on your notes app, or if you're driving, just think in your head while I'm asking these prompts. They're very simple questions. By you looking back to your childhood, just feeling happy and smiling at the memories you have, I really think it will be so healing. Feel free to experiment with either writing or just thinking in your head. You don't have to say anything out loud, but if you're alone in your car, you can talk back to me. Let's have a conversation. The first thing I want you to think back on is you as a little kid. So either a little boy, little girl. What is one thing that always made you happy? I know with the holidays coming up, maybe this will bring back a lot of magic and memories. But also think back to your time at school or when you were on breaks in the summertime. What made you happy as a kid? Now, the next question, what was your dream growing up? What did you want to do with your life? And the follow-up question is, are you doing something related to that now? If you are feeling miserable and sad going to work, just know there are ways to brighten your day. You don't have to be miserable. That's not why we came to Earth. Something that's popping in my head is maybe the person listening to this wanted to be like a movie critic. Because what they're showing me is if you like watching Netflix, maybe you can get a side gig where they'll pay you to watch Netflix. I don't know who here wanted to do that, but that's what the angels are stepping forward and saying. You can apply that to anything. If you love to write, why don't you find a way that you can incorporate your creative side and writing, even starting an Instagram account or a social media account where you can publish your writing. I challenge you to really tune in with your inner child. You can even put both of your hands on your chest or give yourself a hug and just feel your soul. Ask your soul, what is my life purpose? After that, ask your soul, what makes me happy? My dream job growing up was to be a professional dancer on a cruise ship. I can remember in high school, I was in a business class and we had to make a project on our dream job. The teacher that I had, she was very snotty, saying, you won't make a lot of money working on a cruise ship. And she just had an answer for everything I said. It felt like I was in an interrogation. We had all these columns we had to fill with answers, and she had a question for every single prompt on the page. I remember I explained that I'll save on car insurance and paying for food. My stay will be free on the cruise ship. And I was just explaining myself, which now looking back, I'm so proud. I was so stubborn. I submitted my assignment saying that I would work on a cruise ship. Also, I was proud that that was my dream, but joke's on her because I ended up working on the cruise ship anyway. I'm able to be an independent contractor and I'm a sign language interpreter, so I'm the person that at the comedy show, the comedian loves making fun of the interpreters, and I just embrace it. I love being able to connect with the deaf guests. Even right now, I'm smiling talking about it. I love when they hand me a huge script and I have less than 24 hours to figure out how to interpret an entire Broadway style show. It is such a fun challenge for me and it just lights me up being on stage with the cast. I can remember one cruise, it was NCL. After a huge production that I was able to interpret, my deaf guest was tearing up because it was one of her favorite shows growing up. It was just so special. At the end, all of the cast looked at the interpreters and also the deaf guests that were in the audience, and they all did the I love you sign. And that moment, I felt like the world just stopped spinning. I have chills right now looking back at it. But it was just so magical to me that I was being acknowledged for my hard work, working on this cruise ship in front of all of the people in the theater. That was truly my dream as a little girl, and now I'm able to still be on stage. Even if I'm not dancing, I found a way to put my passion, my career job, and the vision I had as a little girl all together, and I can still do it. I hope that story inspires you that even if you felt like at one point it was your dream job, maybe the environment you're in is just not healthy. If you outgrow places or environments or relationships with people, that's okay. The version you are right now is not the version you were when you started that job or when you were with that partner. So just know the universe is giving you permission to live a happy life. You don't have to be miserable. To be honest, the high school teacher had no power over my journey, and that is something I'm very proud of with myself, is that I don't limit myself and put myself in a little box. She was totally looking down upon people that work on cruise ships, but I get to travel the world and get paid to live my dream life, and I'm so happy I did not listen to her negativity. And you can apply that to anything. Don't let other people live your life for you. Our angel team right now is also stepping forward and they're saying that just like the clouds come and go, you're able to move and you can grow, and clouds get really small or really big. The rain falls from the sky and it's healing. It helps everything grow, and rain helps nature change colors and it just helps heal everything. So if you need a good cry, never feel sorry for crying. Let it come out of you so that the emotions that are inside of you don't linger, because eventually you will cry and it will be worse than if you just let it go now. So if you're feeling called to crying right now or shaking out your wrist, tapping your chest, if you put a hand on your heart, you can rub it in a circle or maybe tap your fingers on your chest just to make sure that you're feeling in the moment. This episode isn't to make you feel overwhelmed and question your whole life and your journey, but more to make you excited. Another thing I started doing this week was saying in my head, return energy to sender. This is something I hope you take away from this podcast because it is life changing. The old me used to think and think and think and feel like my thoughts were in a hamster wheel just going around in circles. But by me noticing that I'm upset by either someone or if I'm feeling someone's energy that doesn't resonate with me, what I've been saying this week is return energy to sender. And it is so healing because once you say that, you realize that is not my energy. That is not me. It's someone else talking to me, and I'm just not resonating with it. Start saying that phrase in your head. If you start picking up on other people's energies or something is lingering that someone said that you don't resonate with, maybe you're scrolling on your phone and something upsets you that you see, just say return energy to sender. And that's another way where you are standing in your power. You are telling the universe you do not want that energy lingering near you. And another thing you could do is even take your hand and do a dry bath on your body, which means crossing your arm over to your shoulder and wipe off all the energy down your arm. Then take your hand that you just wiped the energy. It will be in a fist. Take your fist and dramatically push all of that energy out of your hands into the ground. Now repeat this on the other side, and then you can go from your hip all the way to your leg, down to your foot, and do the same thing. Go on each side. Shake the energy out of your hand right into the ground. This is a beautiful way to actually take the energy, move it around, and take other people's energies off of you. Another thing I love doing, and as a psychic medium, I find myself showering all the time. A shower is just a beautiful way to be in water, heal your body, not be distracted by outside noise. It is just so peaceful to stand under the water and let the energy off of your body go down the drain. You could always picture that the water hitting your head is a beautiful white light, and it's just cleansing you as it goes down your body all the way down the drain. What doesn't serve you will leave your energy field. Also, as you put the shampoo in your hand, rub your hands together and set the intention for your day or before you go to bed and ask your angels to protect you. You can set your intentions and say, I am happy, I am healthy, I am, and you just insert whatever you would like to manifest or feel in your body. Maybe you're not feeling safe in your environment or just your life right now. You don't feel like all of your chakras are very aligned, which means maybe you're living paycheck to paycheck, or maybe you're having stomach pains and your gut feelings are so strong, but you're not listening to them. Just know that right now that's the journey you're on, but you can tell yourself, I am safe. And just by saying that over and over again, you are reminding your body that you are safe. So next shower that you go in, I've never said this out loud, but I hope you all think about me and you think about this ritual that I do. Because again, you are in the driver's seat. You have all the power to have a happy and healthy life. Just by saying, I am safe, that will definitely help your nervous system feel calm, that you don't have to rush. Because think about all the times that you have to get to work, but you had to shower and you're rushing to go get a towel because it's not already in the bathroom and your clothes are in the dryer and you're freaking out. And then you're in the shower, but then you hear your alarm go off and you can't turn it off because you're in the shower and you're just running around like a chicken with no head. That is not what we want. We want to channel peaceful energy. So I feel like we have all been there where we're trying to rush the clock. Like I said earlier, trying to shave off a few minutes so that you get to that place on time. But we can't change the universe. The universe has a plan. The days where you're running a little bit late, maybe there was something that could have happened to you while driving there and the universe saved you from an accident. That's always my thought process, is everything happens for a reason and I'm truly where I'm meant to be at every time. It is so divine. That just really hits the message home that we can't beat the GPS. We can't time travel on our journey of life. The message is always that we have to be in the present moment because you only get this day once. You only have this hour once. You only live this lifetime once, and your soul is craving happiness, feeling healthy and safe. So today, if you're listening to this in the morning, maybe on your lunch break or at night, set your intention for the time ahead of you. Tell your body that you want to be happy. Say, I am happy, and you have to believe it. Even if you feel miserable right now, tell your body, I am happy, I open my heart, and I trust the journey I'm on. If you ever feel anxious, always bring your angels into your environment. Just by thinking about them, they will be in your area. I love when my clients were, if I'm scrolling on social media and I see an orb in a picture, especially weddings, I feel like that's where people have professional cameras, and the pictures always have orbs in it. That is just documenting your angels are right in the room with you. The best way I could describe it is that they're always around you. Even right now, I can feel my angels surrounding me. So everyone think of your angel or pick a few angels right now. If you're in a safe place where you can close your eyes, I invite you to close your eyes and put your hand over your heart Ask your angels to help you on this journey, to help you feel safe enough to open your heart and see new possibilities. Ask your angel team to help you live life effortlessly. Tell them that you want to see the blessings. You want to smile every day. Tell them that you're ready and tell them that you want to feel your inner child. No matter how old you are, you still have that little inner child inside of you. And once you start exploring and figuring out things that made you happy when you were little, you will feel so much happier as an adult. And I do see this a lot with grandparents once they have their grandkids, or even parents with their children. They're playing with them, they're going to the library classes, music class, arts and crafts. And that's a way that they can explore with their inner child while playing with the baby. But just know if you don't have any kids in your life, you can still explore and figure out what makes you happy from just reflecting on your inner child. Also, if you are thinking back and you're realizing that some of your childhood had trauma and had dark times, you can go back with your hands on your heart, close your eyes, and you can help heal the inner child in you that hurts, the memories that sting you. Go back and picture yourself hugging that little girl or hugging the little boy version of you. If you have your eyes closed, I invite you to look up to your third eye. Maybe offer the little girl or the little boy some flowers or a gift, and just try and connect with that version of yourself. You can always heal parts of you that felt traumatic and things that you went through that were hard. Just give yourself grace and hug that version of you in your mind's eye. We're all here to learn so many life lessons, and I'm so happy that you tuned in for episode 2. The number 2, again, like I said, to me, really means to open my heart and trust the journey I'm on. Number 1 was new beginnings and starting fresh, but now number 2 is channeling that we are going the right direction. Everything that we do is divine. It is meant to be so that we can be unique and our soul can grow and learn life lessons. But if you feel like you're in the wrong direction, per se, just know that you can shift directions. If you're on your GPS map and you don't like the route that it picked, you can turn down a different road. Everyone here has such free will. You have the power to make your life beautiful. So I hope that this inspired you. I hope that you just feel closer to who you are, your purpose, and that you'll be able to channel your inner child and help heal parts of you that you didn't even know are still kind of lingering in your body. Another tip to help heal your inner child is making an album on your phone, label it a message for yourself, and then add pictures of you from all different times of your life, but specifically start with you as a little kid. And just by looking at the pictures of you smiling or channeling the feelings that you had when you were younger, it is so healing as an adult to see those pictures and to relive those happy memories. Even if you find a box of pictures, I challenge you to take pictures of the pictures, upload them somehow onto your phone, create an album. For me, it shuffles the pictures all the time. And then I have pictures of me when I was little, but then also pictures of me now. So this is a way that while you're just on your phone, you're being exposed to happy memories and looking at old versions of yourself that you can now appreciate in the part of your life that you're experiencing today. I have a lot of pictures of me when I was little where I'm being funny. There's one of me actually on the cruise ship pretending to have my hands like I'm falling overboard. And it's just a very funny, silly picture because I'm clearly in the middle of the deck, nowhere near the railing. There's another one of me in an outfit that I got on a cruise with my family, and I just loved it. My mom said I lived in that outfit. So seeing that picture is just so special to me because I channel the creative little girl that loved to dress up and pretend and just be so happy. I'm looking at the album right now. I have lots of funny ones. I also have one where I look pretty sad in the picture, and it's just another way to help heal that version of me. I was a little girl. I was very sick at my preschool graduation, and even though we forget the memories that we experienced when we were little, it's still in our body. So just by looking at that picture, I can help send love to that little girl, and that also helps my energy today. I'm so excited for you to create this album for yourself. It could be a few pictures where you could put a lot. Right now I have 54. As I'm traveling, I'll add some pictures in there. If I come across a picture from my childhood that just makes me smile, I'll also add it in there. And it's a great reminder every day of where you came from, who you still are inside, and also a way to help channel your inner child. If you ever want to jumpstart healing your inner child and embracing being like a little kid, I invite you to play a favorite song that's upbeat. Just sing and dance and shake around in your house, or if you have an apartment. If you're in an office building, go to the bathroom. You can look at yourself in the mirror when no one's there and just smile into the mirror, and that will lighten up your mood. Tell yourself that you are returning the energy from other people to the sender. Do not let their energy stick on you and ruin your day. You want to picture it like the windshield wipers, just wipe off people's energies that don't belong. And honestly, once you wipe off the bugs that stick to your car or the bird poop, you are not thinking about it once you wipe it off. You are driving forward. You're on your map and your life journey, and you will get to your destination. You will be happy. I love you all so much. I'm sending you so much love. You can find me on all social media platforms. My link tree has everything posted there. The little icons have my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Substack. I'm on all listening platforms. My Instagram is tricia.heals and my TikTok is tricia.heals1. If you would like a one-on-one reading, I would love to work with you. The link to my Calendly is also in my link tree and in the show notes. I'm so excited to connect with you. Every week I will post a picture on my Instagram and my Facebook, so you can always comment and let me know what you thought. Let me know what practices you will be channeling in and how you will embrace your inner child. I wish I could hug all of you, but I'm so happy that you're here. Thanks for all the love. I love you guys. Have the best week. I can't wait to see you next Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. You're listening to your Psychic Bestie Hotline. Bye, besties.